Hey, Kevin.
So, 25 years of age, in the rim title shot. How proud of you to be this young and achieve so much?
Yeah, it's cool. It's good. I was hoping to chase John Jones' record though, so I'm a little disappointed in myself, to be honest with you. I'm kind of a perfectionist. I said I'd be a world champion 25. That's what the whole hashtag was about. And I think, like she was talking about the Facebook thing where it shows you the past. I said that like 3 years ago that I'd be a world champion. So I'm happy for it.
And do you think Tony's a worthy opponent for Saturday night for this sort of occasion?
Absolutely. Tony's the toughest fight in this division. He always has been. And I think once I go out there and I smoke him on Saturday, you can't doubt me no further. Tony has always been the toughest fight. Nobody wants to fight Tony Ferguson. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do it.
You've been calling out Khabib for almost a couple of years now. Is there sort of almost a sense of this being bittersweet that you're not fighting him for a title?
Yeah, it would have been better to fight Khabib just because he's an easier fight than Tony. I like the easy fights. I like easy money. So it would have been better, but what can I do? I'm not a bully. I can't make the man fight. I don't know how many times I got to call him out. I'm going to have to call him out after this one, and then I still got to try and make the man fight. So, I don't know. We'll see.
The division is full of fighters. Why did you want Khabib to fight? Because you feel like he's an easy fight for you, or why were you calling him out for so long?
Yeah, he's an easy fight. And I want to take that O away from him. You know, folks think that he's this big killer, that he's this Russian bear and all this. And I want to show everybody that he's not. It was the same thing when I was calling out Sage all those years ago. I was going to show folks that the boy can't fight. And I'm going to show the same thing versus Khabib. I got to go the long route again on this. I've had to go the long route the whole way here, and I'm going to continue that. I like the challenges. It's just going to make me stronger. It's just going to make me better.
How do you respond to Tony said that you talk your way into his fights? I know there's been bad blood, and I'm not trying to exploit that, but it just seems, you know, you really haven't you've worked your way up to this point.
Yeah, I got more fights in the same amount of time as him. So how he can say that, I don't know. I talked my way by saying yes when they called and they said, "Do you want to fight Tony?" I said, "Hell yeah." So if that's the talking, but you know, I fought 4 times this year. He's only fought once. It seemed like he's doing all the talking. In June, when we did the big media day, he was the one who was sitting up there with a suit and tie. I was covered in somebody else's blood. I had just put in the work, so I don't see how that's taught.
And he was saying that the fight is going to go depending on how you treat him. If you piss him off, it's going to go longer because he wants to make you suffer. You've already been going back and forth for a while. Is there anything else that you can say to piss him off?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I done pretty much called the man everything under the book, I think. So he say a lot of weird stuff. He a weird dude. I'm gonna let him say it. So he's just a weirdo.
And how do you see the fight playing out?
I hope that he can stay in there. I hope that he can take the power. I hope that it's 25 minutes, and I hope I get the best Tony Ferguson there is. Because then after that, there's no denying me. Tony's always been the toughest fight, and I'm approaching it that way. So after this one, you can't deny me no further.
What's the most important thing that your coach Dewey has instilled in you?
Dewey, I surround myself with nothing but world champions. Dewey's a multiple-time world champion in different sports at all levels. So he knows what it takes to get there and to be a world champion. And I just learn from guys like that. I learn from Dewey. I learn from Rob. I learn from all my trainers. I learn from all my training partners. Even when I go over and I watch somebody like Floyd Mayweather train, and I get to pick his brain a little bit and figure out what makes these champions tick. And I got a lot of the same shit. So and they see it in me, and that's only more motivation.
This fight seemed to originate on the post-fight show after you beat Chiesa. Was there an element that in your mind you knew you maybe had to get a little bit of a spark going with Tony to get this fight?
Nah. I think it was the rightful fight to make, even if we didn't do that. You know, like I said, Khabib didn't want to fight. Eddie and Justin, they beating themselves into retirement. Nate's off doing what he out smoking in Cabo or something. So this was the fight to make. It was no other fight. You know, Barboza's out. I've got all the credentials. I ain't just talk my way into it. I've got the credentials to back it up. And after this, they can talk about rankings all they want. After this one, I'm #1.